What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching the fourth episode of Promised Neverland. No episode titles because unimaginative. My voice is kind of gone a little bit because I just watched Higurashi episode 17, and this is the fifth show I've recorded today, so bear in mind that my voice is a little shot. I'm quite tired. And despite it being the winter, and it's... what is the weather like right now? It's actually quite warm considering how it's normally been. We're almost into double digits Celsius here at 1 a.m. So nearly 50 degrees Fahrenheit. But somehow it's really warm in my room with the light and everything. And I've just been I've been very emotive with certain reactions today. That I'm tired. I'm quite hot even with this hoodie on. So I'm going to try and take it a little easier for this reaction. Just heads up. But last time we parted ways with Sonju and Mujika. Although Sonju has an ulterior motive to why he's helping them out. He wants to eat human flesh, but only if it's free range, as that's kind of what his relation implies, which is kind of dark, but at the same time, it's just natural food chain almost. Like, it's kind of what we've done with animals and stuff. Like, we are farming animals, but I'm sure there are some religious practices that's like, no, you cannot farm an animal, you should only hunt it in the wild. I'm sure there are some religious or just cultural beliefs like that in the other parts of the world. Obviously not here in the Western world, that's not going to happen anytime soon, but like certain indigenous tribes and such, I'm sure will have that sort of motivation in them, I'm sure. But yeah, we've arrived at the coordinates. Using the pen, we now have access to an underground complex, very well built up. It has water, it has power, it has food. It's the perfect bunker to survive in, it would seem. We even have external cameras to survey our surroundings, make sure there's no one nearby, or make sure that if something is nearby, we know what it is. We have a radio, so we can monitor the house transmissions now. It's getting quite complex now. It's like, okay, we have a place to stay. Where are we going now? It's like, what do we do now? However, looking around the place, we found some secret passageways. There is one concerning point where there's some bunks with help scribbled everywhere, which is quite concerning. There also seems to be an image or drawing of something or someone on one of them. I showed you an image of it last week's episode where you can I messed around with the brightness and contrast and stuff so we can see it a bit clearer than what the anime itself would have shown. But we do find a telephone, and it looks like we have Minerva talking to us on the end of the line. How he knew to ring right now, I guess he would have known that someone entered his base, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but apparently this is heavily deviating from the manga. As someone who's never seen... I've only read one manga, really, and that was Nagatoro. I think that's the only manga I've really ever read, so I'm at no risk of being like, oh, well, this is different, and anything like that, but apparently this is deviating quite a lot, and I think this episode might continue to deviate, so that's going to be interesting. But as an anime-only watcher, I'm still enjoying it a lot. I'm very curious to see where they're going with this and like what the deal with Minerva is, because I don't trust him. I don't trust him. But I guess we'll see what that ends up being. So I'm going to save my voice now because my god, it's starting to hurt. As per usual, these are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all the picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel. So that's all these Winter 2020 season shows, as well as 2021 series and shows, as well as future seasons, Patreon request shows. There's a new movie thing I'm doing starting next month, so go to my Discord to find more information on that. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this one on Funimation. Since that's who licensed it here in the UK. We have the Aniplex and Funimation logos. I'll call them out as they go past, 12 seconds logos or so. You can also use screen flash on my face or mic to tell me he's transitioning. That should help you sync up as well. And with all that said, to the mercy of my voice, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex and Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. OP time straight away. Okay. Am I turned down? No, I'm full volume. Okay. All right. Yeah. What was that little kid's name? Phil. I assume because he's included, we're going to go back and see what's happening. I wonder what's happening at House. Like, what is happening? Because we want to go back there and save them one day. I don't know if that's actually possible, but I wonder what's happening in House whilst we're not there. And also what's happening with Norman. Because there's a very obvious space left on the right there for maybe a future edition. But I don't know what's happened to Norman. Alright, here we go. Phone call. Interesting, it's all in English. Just saying. Mm-hmm. It's a recording. Yeah. James Rattree, okay. Used to be affiliated. Uh-huh. So it was a promise that actually happened. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Always use a pen name for writing books and stuff. Oh. So a chance he's not alive anymore. Huh? So all the names there. I'm going to go back and look at those names if they don't go back to it in a minute. What's that book? Has it got a thing in it? I can't stand this. Future. Okay. That's our next clue. The people there. Guiding us to a settlement. Also, how does this pen have enough battery? How do we charge it when it eventually runs out? Just saying. We must choose our own future. Future. You get it? Alright. I like the sound effects they're using for this, though. Next coordinates. Well... Okay. So we're going to rescue everyone first, then go to the human world. He just says the people there will accept you. Doesn't say that's necessarily the human world. Plus, if it is the human world, there should be a great big wall to get across that no one has ever crossed. Just saying. But getting other kids here is not a bad idea. At least get them free and safe away from the farms. That makes sense. Writing some stuff. Writing a diary. Okay. It's a good idea. Diary writing. Check on the produce. Make some good bows. Target practice. Live target practice. Also just farming as well and hunting. Just going about our lives, establishing ourselves. That was one day, okay. I thought they were going to be passing a bit more time than just one day, but whatever. It's actually very close to, well, not in year, obviously, but close to our date, 23rd January. What was it, like 28th, 29th? 28th as I record, well, it's 29th as I record this because it's 2 a.m., but, you know. It'll be 29th when this goes up. It's okay to just run around up here. Just saying. Living a life free of, well, just free. You are getting pretty greedy. Does he now? Yeah, I don't believe that. First thing they do. It's unfortunate. Can we hit one in the air? No, not worth the shot. Okay. What did he see? Is that a good idea? What are they? They almost look like tadpoles. Does it? This is not going to end well. Hey, it's in the bag. Right. Right. Good luck. No one cooks. Oof. I mean, yeah. That makes sense. It's gonna be okay, isn't it? They're really drawing this scene out. But it is. And they're just going at it now. And everyone's just started. Okay. That's normal, really. Oh, hello. That's Grandma, isn't it? Prison cells. Is this Isabella? Please tell me it's Isabella. It's Isabella, isn't it? Please don't tell me we're just going to kill her off. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Huh? Huh? Hmm. Not quite yet. That is true. I'm sure that's what the demons are thinking right now as well. And this is when something shows up. We should start planning, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. The fuck just happened? CCTV's down. The fuck was that? What? Humans? What? Who are these people? Are they working with the demons? I mean, supposed to uphold the human agreement, that I assume there would be humans that would help out the demons if something like this happened, right? Huh. Yeah. Is everyone here? We're missing two. Okay. Don't want to see. Okay. Uh-huh. Sure. Treatment. Huh? Hmm. Really? Really? That worked? How'd that work? Surprised to see a kid. Hmm. I wonder why they are here then. They, he seems somewhat surprised to see a kid, but hmm. Helpful to have someone who memorizes this. Yep. Are they guarding that exit though? Yep, there's someone here. Hmm. Hmm. There's a third, isn't there? These guys are absolutely incompetent. These guys are so incompetent. Okay, come on. There's no way. There's no. Come on. How's none of them seen this? This is quite something. Okay, good. Thank you for being competent people. They're not here to kill, though. Oh, hello. Okay, they weren't aware of this demon being here then. That's terrifying. How convenient they only attacks the humans, though. How convenient. Or the military. Yeah, run. Okay. What a weird set of events. Oh, Isabella. Hmm. If the current one fails. Okay, and it definitely has failed by looks of things. Should release you. Oh. Sounds too good to be true. Sounds too good to be true. Well, yes. Oh, what did he tell her? I mean, I'm glad to have Isabella back. I'm really glad to have her back, but... Oh boy. I'm really glad to have her back, but still. Back to running. And that's it. I guess that's it. Okay. I'm glad to have her back. I actually am really glad to have her back. I really liked Isabella in the first series. She was a great antagonist. But we're back into the forest, so I guess... Are we going to meet back up with Sonju and Mikuji? Was that her name? Something like that. I assume it means we're meeting up with them in a minute, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, if this has heavily deviated from the manga, I don't mind this deviation. Although, Jesus Christ, those military guys were relatively incompetent. Like, seriously. Why do you never do single anybody? Like, if you're clearing a building, you'll always have someone with you. Don't go single person into, like, a big hallway like that with multiple doors. You always have at least two. You pair up and clear a room, like, I don't know. I feel like it could have depicted them a little better, but whatever. And there we go. Alright, well, Isabella's back. That's going to be interesting. That's honestly the best thing that come out of this episode, is the fact that Isabella is back in some capacity. I'm curious to see how she ends up being. But yeah, apparently this is really deviating from the manga at this point, but that's fine. But yeah, like, these professional soldiers, who I don't know, I assume they are working with the demons in some capacity. They just say, if our current operation fails. I assume that was their current operation. And it does make sense for human soldiers to go in and help, because if this happens, this is quite the insult to the demons who we've made this promise with. By we, I mean humanity. Yeah, we want to maintain this promise. We want to maintain our agreement, because if the agreement is not maintained, then that's quite the insult, and it could just start the war back up again. It's a really weird situation to be in. Actually, Mariamu makes a good point. If they know William was a traitor, why would they allow his books to stay? Now, to be fair, they knew him, the guy, whatever his name was beforehand. What was his name? I don't remember what his name is before William Minerva. But it's possible they... Yeah, James Rattray. That's him. He didn't necessarily say they were onto the name William Minerva. They knew James Rattray was working against the demons, but they might not know his pen name William Minerva. So maybe that's why the books were allowed to stay in it. Because it's a good point. Like, if you know you've got a traitor, why would you let any of their work stay in the place where it could be influential? But I'm going to assume that they don't know his alternate name, William Minerva. I'm going to assume, just for the sake of making this make some degree of sense, you know. But yeah, I mean, still enjoyable. Still enjoying this series a lot. It's quite something. I feel like the military soldiers got portrayed in a very poor light, really. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily different from the manga, but like, I feel like they seemed very incompetent for the amount of gear they were equipped with and everything. Is like, you guys are really this incompetent that they actually managed to get out like that. Like, come on, you know. But whatever. I suppose they are under probably strict orders not to kill any of them because they are valuable merchandise or whatever. But still, you've been attacked. You've been shot with arrows. It's like you wouldn't return fire at that point. It's like they're attempting on your life. You're not going to return fire? I don't know about that, but oh well. Still enjoyable episode. I'm curious to see where they end up going with this. What were all the names, actually, at 306? There were a bunch of names that I want to go over real quick. Where was it? It was just here when Minerva was talking. Let's see. Annie, Damien, John, Lucas, Pedro, Bess, Viviana, Nicholas, Erica, Hilda, Mike, Jorte, Dana, I think. And then Abe, something like that. It's Abe, and then there might be a word behind it, so I don't know if that's Abby or whatever, but interesting. I think there's something else after that as well, other than the names. Yeah, we picked up a diary, and it's had some things in it. Let's see. She opens it up. She will eventually open it up. Alright. Everybody's gone. I'm all alone. I can't stand this any longer. I'm also going to head for the human world. To anybody who's reading this, don't give up. Okay. So, they're not the only ones to ever leave, which is important. But it also means that likely, so many attempts, no one succeeded, more than likely. Interesting. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this regardless. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments before the episode. They both help grow the channel out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.